Hello and welcome to Rab Journal. I am Calvin Rab, and a special welcome to all my econ majors out there. Hello, it is good to see you today. Now, if you guys didn't know, I am currently an economics student. I am in my second year at university. Now in this video, I'll be going over 8 different jobs. If you're looking for the one that makes the most money, it is number 8, but hey, watch all 8. Don't just skip ahead. You gotta know all your options here. Number 1 is a compensation and benefits manager, which will be making about $106,574. These are my notes here in case you're wondering what I'm looking at. And essentially what this is, and what you will do at this job, is you will analyze a company and kind of set up the payment structures that will say, hey, here are the benefits, here's how much we're paying you, and these are really important to companies because it's a big part of their balance sheet. And you look at the expenses and say, this is how much we should be paying and what we should be offering our employees. Number 2 is a personal financial advisor, and these people are making about $124,140, and the name kind of talks about and explains what the job is, but here you'll just be helping people with their finances, maybe giving recommendations and things like that. Number 3 is an economic policy analyst, which will be making you about $74,603. And as the name suggests, what you do here is you propose different economic ideas, oftentimes to government officials, government agencies. You do this by looking at trends in the nation, spending habits and things like that. Say, hey, this law should be put in place, this is what I recommend, and things like that. So very interesting field. Number 4 is a financial analyst, and salary for them is going to be about $84,300. Now, if you look at what are common jobs for economic majors, you'll see a lot of jobs that have analysts at the end. And if you think about it, it makes sense. Oftentimes, what economic majors are very good at is analyzing large data and making sense of it. So financial analyst is a big one that I'm talking about here. There's also things like a budget analyst or a credit analyst, things like that. So a bunch of different analyst jobs that you can look at within different fields and with different companies. Number 5, and this one is a business reporter or maybe a business journalist. As an economics major, you get a really good idea and you really start to hone in on how you can make complex things very simple. And that's what you'll do with this job. You'll take complex economic ideas and simplify them down. And salary for you is going to be about $64,701. Now, this is a job that I am really looking into, and with Rab Journal, it's almost kind of what I'm doing. And it's just the idea of taking complex things and just trying to simplify them and have people chew on them that maybe aren't within the financial world that normally wouldn't understand it. So it's a very rewarding job, especially if you enjoy maybe being on TV or if you're very good at writing. It's definitely something you should look into. Number 6, and that is an actuary. And salary will be about $101,564. And essentially what you do as an actuary is you'll usually work for an insurance company or something like that, and you'll look over risk, specifically statistics relating to a risk of a certain event happening, and you can recommend policy or really financial situations for the insurance companies, because all insurance companies care about is what is the risk of this happening, how much money can we give this person, give this individual, give this company, yada yada yada, and you will just look over all the finances and make recommendations and really analyze all the data. Number 7 is a loan officer, and in my notes I have salary is going to be about $76,260. Now, if you've ever gotten a loan, maybe a home loan or even a car loan, you'll kind of know what this is. And what loan officers do is they look at your finances and they say what maybe your best options are, whether or not you might be able to get this loan. They may use some kind of creative financing ideas to say, hey, how can we make this work, and things like that. So it's another great way to look at it if you enjoy kind of large data and being somewhat creative with your finances and things like that. All right, number 8, and as I promised in the beginning, this is the highest paying one, but now I want to know, did you just skip right to this one or did you watch all 7? I'm watching you. But as I promised, it is the highest paying, and it is a financial manager. Financial manager is going to be about $143,530. Now, what does a financial manager do? Well, that's a very broad question, and different ones do different things. But essentially, what a financial manager does is they will have maybe a team under them, or they will work with a team, and they will look over the finances, maybe even of an individual or a certain firm or a big business, and they will write up statements, they will look at all of the budget, they will try to balance the budget, they will make recommendations, maybe investments that the certain company should make. So it's a big job with a big spectrum of different things you have to do. Now, if you are just a bachelor's in economics, this job may be a little bit harder. You can get maybe like a team member job or something like that under financial manager, but oftentimes a little bit higher education is required here, more experience is required and things like that. It is a little bit more of a bigger job that just requires a little bit more experience and maybe academic history. So just be sure to look online to see exactly what you have to do to maybe become a financial manager. All right, so those are the top 8 jobs that I saw for economics majors. Now, of course, this was kind of subjective. When finding these, I tried to find diverse jobs so I can give you kind of a big picture idea of all the different possibilities. This is one of the things I love about economics is there's so many different ways that you can take your major. So many different fields that you can enter, so many different kind of job titles, job positions that you can look at. And as far as the actual wages that I said here, the actual salary amounts, those do change. Of course, from business to business, they may change, and also location to location, they may change. So be sure to look in your area to see what are the top jobs for economics majors. Now, as I said, there are so many, and this 8 is just a tip of the iceberg when it comes to jobs for economics majors. So I do want to know maybe what I missed, or if you guys have any other recommendations for jobs and maybe how much they're making starting salary, or there's a lot of economics majors out there. So what are you looking at? What jobs maybe have you working, or do you see economics majors employed? I'd love to hear about it. I am an economics major, so I'm very passionate about this kind of thing. Just let me know in the comments below. But that does wrap out this video. I hope it was helpful, but that is gonna end it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Calvin Rabb. I create all the videos here, and I've got a whole bunch of videos like this one that involve personal finance, entrepreneurship, and business, and just a whole lot more. So be sure to subscribe. I got videos dropping for you guys every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. So be sure to look out for those, and if you enjoyed this video, just give me a little like below. I really appreciate it. But that will round it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I am Calvin Rabb for Rabb Journal, and I'll see you soon.